This is a video on Unit 6, and I'm going to cover pages 51, 52, and 53. This is the unit that introduces a couple of new signs, a sharp sign, a flat sign, and a natural in your songs. This is page 51. This is Money Can't Buy Everything. We're dealing with two sharps, D sharp above middle C and F sharp also above middle C. Remember, the sharp sign goes in front of the note. And with this song, just remember lines 1 and 3, they are identical except for the volume, except for the dynamic level. And those are the only two lines with the sharp. So I'm going to play through the entire song once through. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so your left hand, what you're playing in the bass clef throughout this piece, are a collection of intervals from a second to a third to a fourth to a fifth, starting with the fifth. So one thing you can do is make sure that your left hand's comfortable recognizing those intervals quickly. And for example, in measure 2, just if you have trouble putting hands together, focus on those measures where you're playing. What you're playing is essentially a chord, 3 notes together with the right hand and the left hand combined. I'm going to play through the first 2 lines again, just to review those sharps from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. F sharp. D sharp. And notice that between lines 2 and 4, the only change is the final measure. So as you're practicing, divide up the song into parts and get comfortable with that first before putting the whole song together. Here's the entire song one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Moving on to page 52, this is flat top, and we're introducing flats at this point. You have 2 flats in the song, B flat, which is B, go down a half step below middle C, and E flat, which is the E above middle C, and again, flats tell you to go down a half step. So the first flat you encounter is in measure 2, the E flat, and then measure 3, the left hand plays B flat. So I'm going to play through the entire song. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, rest. 2, 3, measure 7, the second to last measure, you play the two flats together, and then notice the notes are the same on beat 3. It's still E and B. The flats are good for the entire measure. Sharps and flats are good for the entire measure, so you want to stay on those two flats. Here's the song one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, rest. 2, 3, 4. Now the next page, page 53, the song Naturally, we introduce our third new symbol, the natural sign. And you'll follow, if you're following along, measure 1, we have an F sharp on beat 2, and then F natural in that same measure. If that natural sign wasn't there, you would still assume that that F is a sharp. So you'll see those scattered throughout this piece. Here's the entire song, Naturally. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. At the very end of the song, your right hand plays C and E flat together, and the last measure, you go back to a natural. The natural sign is in parentheses. It's just reminding you that since you're in a new measure, you should automatically go back to E natural. That flat in the measure before was only good for that measure. Okay, here's the song one more time, starting on G in the treble clef. 1, 2, 3, 4.